It's finally spring again, and that can only mean one thing. The Exo Cares event is back in Astroneer. This year we've got brand new rewards and more things to do, so here's how everything works. First, you'll need an Exo request platform. If you don't have one, you can just craft it, it's pretty easy to do, and you're gonna need to call it. You can see we've only got 26 days left in the event, so this is gonna be a shorter one than usual. And once you've called the Exo request platform, it should come to you, and in there you will find the menu with everything that you need. So these are the rewards. We've got 3 different tiers, and on this tab you can see how to make the points. But for 1500 points we will get the lab leak hat, for 4200 we will get the radio action palette, and for 14,000 we'll get the ionized visor. These are all gonna look really cool, but let's get started with the first tier, and for that we can use 4 different items. We can use debris for 5 points, henna, which are the scrap flowers, for 50 points, a medium debris pack for 100, and a large debris pack for 300. Now I'll show you how all of these work, but then I'm gonna automate some henna production. This just takes scrap and organic. I've got some organic crafting, but you can also easily get it through tappers, as I will show you right here. And for scrap you're going to need a scrap farm, or you can just do it manually, that's also good. But I've got multiple scrap farms here and each work in a different way, so I'm gonna have plenty of scrap for that. This is gonna be a pretty easy event, by the way. So I'll take the rover and go out into the world to get some debris of each size. But first let me show you how to craft the henna. You just need scrap and organic, and there you go. It crafts pretty fast and it's pretty easy. You can manually place it on this and it will show you you've got 50 points of payload value, or you can use auto arms, which is what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna automate this. I'll just have 2 large resource canisters here and I'm gonna print a ton of henna. But the thing is, you can't automatically send this, so you will have to manually come here and click this button. However, in between tiers you can see we've got 502 gold. That's gonna be right here in the middle of tier 1. In between tiers you will receive some items and they will generally help you along with the event. So if you need extra help, just know that you're gonna get it from those secret items. And speaking of secret tiers, after completing the event you can still collect points and you are gonna get better things, but we'll talk about those after we complete the tiers. Now I just got my rover out here and I'm gonna look for debris. The whole thing about this event is that you're supposed to clean the planets up, so it's sort of a recycling event thing. And you can see I found a debris right here. So I can go ahead, I've got some packagers on me, I can just go ahead. The power cells are not debris, but this is debris and it's salvageable. So I can pack this up, and I can also pack this up, and this is gonna be debris. This is also debris. Okay, so let's find some medium and large debris then, and I'll show you how all of those look. Alright, I found some more stuff. This should also just be normal debris. But this is pretty easy, you can just go around the planet and collect all of these. Oh, this is a small debris pack, and this is just debris. Okay, so earlier when I said you need debris, medium debris and large debris, I meant to say you need normal debris, then the small debris pack, which is what I called the medium, and then the medium debris pack is what I called the large. So this would be considered the small debris pack that would give you 100 points. So each of these things is 100 points, and I think that's a lot, really, because I literally just found like 400 points right here. And remember, the first tier is just 1500 for the whole thing. So as I said, this is gonna be a pretty easy event compared to what we had in the past. But now I'm gonna be looking for some of that large debris, or medium debris pack as it's officially called. And in the meantime I'll gather some more soil as well. So I tried packing one of these side pylons, and this is not considered debris. This will just pack it up into a side pylon, which you can then unpack for the same thing. I tried it so you don't have to. Don't package this up because that's not debris. But anyway, I'm still looking for that medium debris pack. And I think I might have found what I'm looking for. I think there are also large debris that are too large to send with the Exo request platform, if I remember correctly from last year. But I think this would be a medium debris pack, right? Yeah, this is a medium debris pack. So if you find anything that looks like this, just know that's what you're looking for. This is gonna be 300 points, and I can just throw it in the back of the rover. I'm completely out of packagers, but if you want to complete the event by just packaging up debris and cleaning the planet, which I guess is the intended way of completing the event, then you can just bring a lot of packagers with you, and that's gonna make things much easier. I didn't bring that many because I'm just gonna automate it. As I said, that will go by much faster, and my planets are pretty clean anyway. I don't know what you mean I built roads everywhere and destroyed everything, and then I did a lot of automation in the caves as well, and the whole planet looks awful. I don't know what you mean by that. That wasn't me. that was somebody else. So anyway, it's time to send these things and get our points. I'm back at the base and I've just got some more scrap on here from the scrap farms. I'm gonna empty these out into the big canister, just so we have it all in one place. And then I've got more soil for the organic, so I'll just leave that here. And in the meantime, we can start sending all the debris that we've got. So I'll put it on here, and this should be almost enough to complete the first tier already. So that's great. We don't have any more space on this, but this is 650 payload value, so we are gonna receive the first item reward of this, and we're gonna be almost halfway through the first tier. But then let me also get this big thing, which should be 300 points, and yes, this is gonna get us much closer. It looks like we've got quite a bit of organic, so while that's crafting, I just wanted to show you how you can get infinite organic without using any soil or any scrap or anything else. You just need some flora. It doesn't have to be the tappables, you can do any flora that you want, and you just get a tapper. This is 1 aluminum. You'll find it in your backpack right here, 1 aluminum for 1 tapper, and you put it on here. It doesn't need any power. You toggle it on and it creates organic. You can manually take it, or you can use an auto arm and take it, put it into storage, or throw it directly into a platform like this where you can craft the henna flowers. But we've got our first rewards, so let's see here. We got some power items, solar and wind. We've got a tractor, medium storage, and 2 trailers. So that's great. I won't really be using these, but what I can do is scrap them for more scrap. So if you get items that you're not really gonna use, you can just do this, and this I'll just drop right here because the base is not laggy enough yet. So anyways, we've got our scrap moved. Let's get some organic in here, and I'll need to get another canister on that platform. And I'll just show you how easy this is. If you scroll all the way down here, you'll find the henna. This will only be available to craft during the event. Make sure to put it on repeat and enable output on these. I'll also turn the auto arms on. And this should go by extremely fast. We're gonna complete the first tier in a matter of minutes, and then the second one as well shouldn't take more than like 10 minutes or so. And this is a pretty easy strategy for getting organic. I also showed you the tapper strategy. Oh, let's go ahead and send these. The only thing is you cannot send these automatically, so you will have to do it manually. And these are starting to put the henna flowers in my backpack. And we're gonna get a lot of these on the ground, so I'll just stop this for a minute. We unlocked the lab leak. That's the reward for the first tier, so we completed that as well. And this looks pretty cool. It's like we've got some radioactive foam on top of our head, so that's nice. Now if you scroll to the last tab, you'll see if you have any pending rewards that you didn't get yet, and you can just claim them from here. We don't have any right now. The next reward will be right here, and tier 2 is pretty close to completion as well, so I'll just go ahead and start sending all of this. Now really quick, I would like to ask you to like the video if you enjoy it, because it really helps me out a lot, and let's get on to completing that second tier. Alright, the rockets just came back and we've got more items. This time it's a medium shredder, dynamite, and a ton of packagers. Now these are very useful. If you don't have a shredder, then you can now use the medium one to get some scrap. The packagers are obviously useful, as you've seen, because you'll need those to get the debris. But then the dynamite is also very important, because if you don't find debris, or if you find stuff that's still functional, you can use the dynamite to turn it into debris. And that's also a pretty fun activity to do. But we should be able to complete tier 2 right now just by sending these 3. And we also just ran out of organic on that, but we've got more crafting right here. There we go, we've unlocked radio action, so that means we've completed tier 2 as well. Now let's go ahead and see what this looks like. It should be a palette, if I remember correctly. Yes, radio action. So there we go, we've got the hat and the palette from this event. This actually looks pretty cool. Oh, and it moves. Oh, I love the ones that move. The one I had earlier, the lab leak, also moved, and a lot of people kept asking me in the comments what's the name of that and how do I get it. It was from last year's breakdown event, but now we've got another one that moves, and this is pretty cool. I think some of the paid ones also move, but these are the only free ones that I know of that do that. Now I won't be sending this right now because that's for the 3rd tier, which will be in the next video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and in the meantime you might want to check this video out. That's gonna be all for today. Cheers, Astroneers!